And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Green Bay Packers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Packers defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group had to put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Carson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 26 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 7 yards there and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Stroud. Hunter Henry brings it in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the ground, Cook. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now 2nd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. To the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to attack.
Loss of 5, a big save to bring up 3rd down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. this. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
97. Ready.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, going to the air with Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Love now. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Mills on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mills. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Come on, 38.
Love. Being chased out left. They'll end up getting 5 out of them, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the 2nd half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and it certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the 2nd half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Love to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's complete. It's Okurobunan. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Love now on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
At the 49-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Love. And he rifles one incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jones on the coverage.
Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love looking to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Carl's Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings it up on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mills on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Mills to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Matt Judon from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9 after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
3rd and long for Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. Mills to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now Mills. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook, he has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. This is caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins. 33 yards. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning for him.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That is caught, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action now. Mills. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Now 1st and goal. Cook will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Mills going to throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clayton. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Jones, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Love. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Mills back to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Mills. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here...
and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted. And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early